Hey everybody, and welcome to our Physics 3301 Differential Equations for Scientists and Engineers. I'm your professor, Katrin Schenk. I'm a physics professor here at Randolph College, but I also teach math and astronomy as well. Okay, let me give you a little overview. So you can see this, you'll have a link to this video in the course Moodle page, but this is the Moodle page, and the way to get to the Moodle page is just to go to a browser and type in moodle.randolphcollege.edu, and then you'll sign in with your Randolph College credentials. So for instance, my email is kshank@randolphcollege.edu. So I would sign in with kshank and then my password for Randolph College. So the same one you use for your Randolph email. And so the only way you can get the message that I'm sending you right now is by knowing your Randolph email password. So hopefully you can get into Moodle. And this is what it's going to look like. So first you'll have a general information page, which shows you the syllabus. And then there's also we use WebAssign for our homework system. And so when you click on this for the very first time, it'll prompt you to sign up and buy WebAssign. Um, that comes with the ebook that we use. And more information about the ebook, et cetera, is in the syllabus. But that will prompt you to sign up for that. You'll get the ebook, you'll get the access to the homework system, and it looks a little bit like this. Now, your view might be a little different. This is the professor view. So, but we'll be using that for all our homeworks. Okay, so let's take another look down. So we have office hours, Fridays from 3 to 4. Eastern time or by appointment. Now, really the best way to get a hold of me and to ask questions and all that is to text my cell phone. So you see my cell phone number there. If you text me, I see it mostly right away. And unless I'm driving, I'm going to get right back to you. And we could set up a time to get on to Zoom, et cetera, if you need more help than what I can give you over a text. If you text really late, I may not get to you till the next morning. Just FYI. You can also email me. All right, now we have the book, right? That's the ebook here that is associated with this class. But we also have a supplementary text that is highly recommended, and that is this Schaum's outline for differential equations. And there's a link to buy it. You can buy the ebook for I think like $11, something like that. Very valuable because it has many, many worked, fully solved problems. So it's not just problems and an answer, but full solutions, which really should help you to practice because math is all about practice. Okay, so please, I really encourage you to get that book. And throughout the course, I'll be telling you what sections to go look in that book for our different topics. And here's a calendar. Now it's a pretty simple calendar. It just tells you when the homeworks are due and when the two tests and final is, right? Due. Okay. Now the finals, sorry, the tests and the finals both open a little bit before they're due, like a week before they're due. But the issue is that if you click on that test, it is timed, you will be forced to do the test right then. So you can't look at it, and I would just do not click in to start the test until you're really ready to take the test. Okay, and you have a little time to sit down and do the test. All right. Well, I don't know why this is not available. Let me change this to the switch to my normal role, and we'll see why this says it's not available. It is 100% available. Let's see. Why are you saying that? Oh, yeah. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to just change this so you guys can see what everything is, and I'll go and change it so you'll be available when you're seeing this video. Oh, okay. So basically, each week starts with a little summary of all the different things to do. Now, I suggest that when you finish, say, watching a lecture on sections 1.1 and 1.2, that you go do the homework for those sections. Now, that's not all of chapter one homework, but you can do each problem that's associated with those sections. That just keeps you on track. It also is a little more practice for you, etc. So I recommend that. You don't have to do it that way. You just have to get the homework in by the due date. And so it gives you kind of a little to-do list outline here. There's always a link to WebAssign here for your convenience. And these are the lectures. They're just videos. You can watch them at your leisure. we do have deadlines in the class, as you saw by the calendar. So it's not like you can leave it all to the last week of class, which I highly would not recommend. And then here is a recommendation for doing some extra work in the Shams outline. So it tells you what chapter to work on. As you see, the format's pretty simple, a few videos per week. Um, and then the next week, etc. Let me just make this visible. Um, so it is very self-explanatory, I would say, about what you're supposed to do. Let me scroll down to the first test, and you can see here that in on the third week, you're going to have your first test. Okay. It's due by June 15th. Now I'm going to make sure those dates are right before I open this completely. Um, and you can see that that's down here at the bottom, right? The first test. So you just don't want to click in on it until you're ready, right? To take it. You'll have 3 hours. It's open book and open notes. All of our tests are open book and open notes, and they are multiple choice. Now, sometimes multiple choice can be more difficult, right? So be careful. And the other thing is when you're doing your work on scratch paper, you can save that scratch paper, scan it, and get some extra points by uploading that at the end of the class, right? Just to show me your work. That gives you a little extra points, a little partial credit. And this is how this goes. Now, right after that, in week 4, there's another test, right? So there's quite a bit of extra work there in the middle of the course. Now, in the last week of the course is a little light, which is good. So that gives you a little time to study for your final. And I think it's July 1st, not July 2nd. I'll fix those dates. Anyway, I hope that gives you a good start to the class, and hopefully you can get started tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday, the 26th, and that's when class officially starts. Okay. All right. Well, we'll hopefully, see you in class.